LA, what's up, baby? Yo, this is my first performance in LA. Came to support my boy Troy Noka. Now with my shows, I need everybody to vibe with me, rock with me. We gonna do this together and get through it together. When I say Jimmy, y'all say, oh, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy.
Pretty much like one of the rehearsal spaces here in Center Staging. Like everyone gets down right here, so pretty much every Billboard show, Grammys, MTV Awards, BET Awards, or anybody's just big tour, they usually come out here and do all the rehearsals for it. So pretty much right where we're standing right now is everyone's been here, from Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Katy Perry, Michael Jackson. Come seeing this guy, like, you know what I mean? I would not be surprised if I come in here one day just to grab a Gatorade and Jimmy O's. I'm like, what are you doing up there, man? Like, but he's here now, so it's only the next step.
I ain't big, but I'm going. Back to Charlie, fresh stick, cause cash rules. Palm trees to the frames, don't be. Ain't a thing, Mr. Jimmy O. Pop off, yellow ice on my wrist when I'm on New York. Yellow life when you break, you pass some skyscrapers. Used to think my money too short to try Vegas. Now it's in the making, fitted matching the blazer. Catch me at the ballroom, whopping the Fantasia. Couple of invites, loving the dim light, sky view, penthouse. Unique, got a thing for the red bones out in South Beach. Used to love pushing the
Ain't going in. Yo, man.
This has been since 2019, the 90s. Woo. It might go back to the 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
I think let's go back to the 90s. It started well. We knew each other from school. That's how we met first, and then we kind of like jumped off on our own thing. Yeah. And he actually produced my very first like project. We just always stayed in touch because Jimmy is like a genuinely a good dude. You know what I mean? He's a good dude, very business-minded dude. And actually, he doesn't know this. Maybe I told you, like in passing, but he like changed my whole life. You really did. You did, because when you gave me the breakdown of the tiers and how you need to set up like your platforms and everything, that changed my whole mindset. That's what ultimately turned into, getting back with Pierre, working with P again, going out to Atlanta, doing the whole love and hip hop thing. Like all the energy from that conversation turned into everything that happened after that. Because it started to make sense to me. And I just really appreciate that.
I'm gonna take you all the way down to Austin, Texas by way of CT Connecticut right now to rock my man Jimmy up. Living out my dreams, been chasing for my whole life. First class, upgraded from a coach flight. Just to kick back, I ain't getting no rest yet. Think about the moves I made, and my next step. Streets love me and my goons.
After my birthday, jump on a plane, touchdown to New York, call everybody, go see Mom Dukes and CT. Then we go to the CBS building. Now I've been there tons of times. But this time, since I'm coming in as talent versus going to the corporate offices, they took us like in these back
alleys,
alley, and I'm like, whoa! So it's like they had the locker room filled, and they had a little star area. They had lights, makeup, food all laid out for us. We start pranking, getting our Instagram shots and all that, and then they bring me to the back to 106 in the back room. Like, I didn't know. I was under the impression that it's just like one take.
Right.
So after they got the light in, they got the mic adjusted right and everything, it was like, all right. So I went in, I just destroyed it. Like 4 minutes and 58 seconds nonstop. And then it was like, was that it? I was like, yeah, was it bad or something? They was like, nah, most artists do it in 5 takes. They was like, yo, that's the one. My album dropped on Tuesday, the 9th, and then it aired the next day. My Twitter went crazy, my social networking, and then I checked my album sales the month prior, and it kind of spiked up.
But it's fine. Rule the world is fly jewels and pearls on my neck. You bitch, me and my blessings. He get by whipping a Lexus. Who got a cruise the Benz? He keep my haters in the frenzy. Let us spend a pretty penny when I'm down in Texas. Flossin', Austin, Houston, Dallas, Padre Allen, barbecue briskets, better tone fabric, red monkey britches.
knew Jimmy O for 16 years, or something like 16, 17 years. I don't know, since like middle school. We used to rock out, you know what I mean? He had a little studio, you know, he was always in the music heavy. He was always be running around crazy. He dragging us in the booth, you know. I can't never stay there though, you know, I'm trying to run around doing wild shit, so. Not even wild, just running around trying to get $1, basically, you know. And there's a big difference from the old days to now, you know. He was getting a little older and wiser, you know what I mean? Wisened up a little bit, taking more business moves, you know what I mean? See hate out here, you know what I mean? See him getting a lot more promotion, a lot more exposure. So he's stepping his grind up, even though he always been grinding hard, in my sense, you know. So just rocking with him, you know what I mean? From day one anyway, since we had Re-Up Records, you know, we'd be wilding out with that. He can tell you more about it. That LA life, man. Boy, what was it?
I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. Finally, you got back in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Since, what, 4 years ago?
4 years.
4
It had
years
to be
ago?
like 2010. Yep.
It was half this size. It was really dark. It was no big monitors. There was nothing around, no guitars.
We was in the crib in the basement with the fresh towel on the floor.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it was really, really, really small.
Yeah.
But we got it in. He stayed with it, and you know, like it's just cool how paths cross and meet again.
Yeah.
When it's for the same chase, you know what I mean? So
sure.
it's just good to see my man's back here, still on the path. Ended
He's
up
still
on.
humble. He still got the best records, but he's still humble.
Man,
He got some joints, man.
we just trying to get better though. Beyond
Yeah.
that, that's then, and what's happening now is what I already knew would eventually happen for
Yeah.
you. So the BET and the touring and going everywhere
Yeah.
in America, man, that's just the start for you,
Thank
man.
you,
I'm
man.
proud of you,
Thank you.
brother.
We're
I'm
gonna-
glad to have you back in the
we're gonna bring
studio.
the
Came
band
all the way to
out.
Burbank, you know what I mean?
Yup.
You know, brought the family, brought his team with him, and
Yeah.
that says a lot, you know what I mean? Because he's still on that path, so I'm
Yo, I love
excited
your
for the
team,
man.
man. Shout out to Lex.
Yes,
everybody.
man, they all in here,
My
man. You
boy
getting
Love.
you just scroll around, they all in here, man.
Turn
up. That's love right there. That's my man Big D, amazing songwriter. That's Cole with a camera in his hand. He's an amazing film director.
It's real, baby. It's real.
And this is a great environment. Like I said, I'm glad
My
for
man
Jimmy O to
getting
come back.
tatted over there. The other dude got a big
Yeah,
record
man.
too.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
It's good stuff right here, man. But like I said, man, it's Jimmy O. You know, follow the guy. He's going
Working.
places, and
He's working.
He's been places, and it's just good to see. You know what's
sir.
gonna happen next for him. I'm excited for him, man. So I'm glad he came.
When it's days like this, I might smoke hazy with a chick, try to flip and go crazy with a brick. Neighbors looking out, old ladies want to riff, reminisce. All I needed was some AV and some kicks. Played a couple strips. Now you know my hustle game grimy. Gotta get a grip and blaze a couple clips. Yeah, I post on the rooftop. The cops crowd the corner. I'm hooded up, taking toast off the ooh-ah.
Yo, we have my man Mids and Bad Luck video shoot. Bust off, bust off. Get
So
that.
crazy. It's part 2 of a video that we already did. So it's like it's the coolest shit ever. Like somebody hit me up and I called Jimmy O because he came in town. I was like, yo, I need Jimmy O up here with me.
You already know, man. It's my brother. He opened up the doors in the West, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now we in the West getting it in.
Open up the gates, the floodgates.
You know what I mean?
I was like, I'm standing at the front of the gate like St. Peter. like, yeah, Jimmy Oku, everybody. But man, like of course, man, when you meet people, it's like through mutual friends a lot of times. And man, my girl and Jimmy O, like she's like he works with my girl on business. And when I got to Austin, man, he came through with open arms, man. Had us stay at the crib and everything, and we had fun, bro. Like the first time and the second time. Like the second time, he was busy a lot on the second time, but the first time it didn't even matter. Like we was
had
going
so
everywhere.
much fun,
we was
man.
popping, man. We was
We
popping.
did everything.
I took
man.
Ohio out last time. Like nigga Ohio he was like, yo, wait, this nigga, he's like, this nigga really got me sitting next to Bun B, and then right next to Bun B is Tech 9. Like this nigga knows all these niggas. I was like, hey,
Yo,
man,
Mims is a star, man. Forget what you heard, man. we run around Austin. I see dudes, I walk past dudes all the time when I go shopping or whatever. They was like, oh my God, that's Miz. Oh my God, let me get an autograph. The homie is a star for real, but most importantly, he trill, man. He trill, man. I got
man,
features with dudes from LA that I can't even get to if it wasn't for the homie, man.
Man, like,
so shout out to the homie Miz. It was only right I come out here with the homies. We in LA, man. We on Pico doing what it do. And we got a show tonight. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's just going up on so many levels right now. My nigga Jimmy O over at the Mint off of Pico as well. Like, I mean, it's
first show in LA
Pico
too,
day,
man.
First show in
And we
LA.
shooting the music
It's at an
video,
official
like,
spot.
unexpected.
Only real musicians allowed. Only real rappers allowed. Only real artists allowed. You already know. You're fucking with your boys.
First verse, okay, so on I'm On. Let's go to I'm On.
Champagne bottles on the big bow with the rich folks. Remember, I ain't getting no Hennessy and Hypno. Now I'm Lou Ferrigno. Incredible Hulk, take a shot for my kinfolk. Miss those days with my big bro. Titus, I told you I'ma get him with the sick flow. It's like hope flows. When you living it right, they take photos. I got a chance to blow up, I can't almost. My sister like, Jimmy, I hope so. Hope you get it popping on both coasts. Get rich as a mofo. Fit a Yankee hat and an all black polo.
LA, we here at the Mint tonight, Sunday night. It's October 26th. Yeah, Jimmy about to go on, shut it down. You know, I'm gonna be back there working the ones and twos like I always do. Anyway, you know, man, it's been a long time coming. We did New York. We did Austin, South by Southwest. We did like 3 South by Southwest. We just been rocking shows, man. And, you know, this time we really gonna do it. So, you know, shout out to everybody supporting the Jimmy O brand. Shout out to everybody who's ever listened to a record. If I've emailed you or hit you up about Jimmy O and you ever showed support, I just wanna say thank you. And, you know, we gonna keep rocking.
Of course, man. What?
Man, thank you for coming through.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I was on, the social media thing, and I said, damn, my nigga hating town, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, I called my brother, I said, yo. I was like, yo, this nigga hating town, man. He was like, where? I said, yo, man, I'm gonna fuck with this nigga for the night. He was like, you gotta go fuck with him, man.
For sure,
So
man.
yeah, man, I was at SD.
That's what's up.
I came back as soon as I heard niggas in town. I could be down there right now. I said, nah, fuck, I'm gonna go check my niggas.
Yo, man,
Absolutely.
much love.
So whenever niggas is out here,
Appreciate
I definitely try to make sure I
I'm
link
gonna
up.
give you some heads up next time. That way we can kick it.
I'll just tell a nigga, Chuck, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, we gotta get this shit. Whenever y'all out here, don't never fucking, not come out here and fuck with me.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? So,
I got you.
I'll let nigga know, don't ever come out here and not fuck with me.
That's
So,
what's up.
Yeah.
Yo, this my man. I ain't seen him in over 10 years.
Back in the day, when niggas knew him as hate, man. You know what I mean? That's early times. That's hate times, The hate was finest, baby. I love to see my niggas thriving, man.
That's
love to see niggas thriving,
he came
man.
all
Much
the way,
respect.
man. He left
homage,
San Diego to come see me here in LA, man.
Much homage, man. I had to do it. Anytime
That's what's up.
nigga help out, let me know, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool,
So I ain't gonna hold you up, man.
Much
I
love,
know you're
man.
getting in the zone, getting ready.
I just got with my DJ, so I just want to
okay.
make sure that we in queue.
Yeah.
And then we gonna run in. But you good? Your tickets is already up there, comp.
Bet. So I appreciate you.
Cool.
man.
Woozer, hold him down. Make sure he good. Let's get a couple drinks.
I'ma just be laying low. So.
He was working with a mentor of mine, another producer named Labbox. So Labbox hit me like, yo, I'm working with a dude named Jimmy O. He nice. Yo, you wanna fuck with him? Let's do that. And I'm like, all right, cool. And this was a wrap from there. I got on the phone with him one day, like a year later after hearing the work that he did. I was like, yo, man, I admire your work that you did. You killed it on my production. And he just wanted to work with me. He was a fan of my production. So we just made it happen. He flew me down. We went to South by Southwest. We kicked it, gave him a record. I produced a special record for him. And that came out of nowhere because I was just playing beats and I just played an R&B track, not knowing that that's something he was looking for. And he picked it up and I was like, you sure about that? He was like, yo, I'm right. I got a crazy smash to that joint. And I'm like, all right. Next thing I know, him and Labbox, Labbox actually wrote the hook on the spot. And I think after I left to go to Ohio, they cut it within a week, and then he had it.
When you hear something, that mean it's gonna break up. Certain connects, fair ones with the pound. More than less, I'm on point. I don't plan to get stuck. My grams is sturdy. I'm still trying to scramble, come up with like a half pint of Tang in my cup. Cuban cigars with those. Your bad day make it hard to focus. Tell the chick don't discard my roaches. Forget these. In the hood, I'm getting rushed by A&R's promoters. Heard I'm eating kinda good, so you still wanna rob me? Really? I sell you soap, cut a deal off the ivory. You can test the pressure if you built for that body. Heck law, lick off, I pill on Ducatis with white socks over my Timbs. My stock spot, hottest hop over the fence, and I'm gone. Twos is long, place you where you belong. I'm the illest rapper doing it till they prove me wrong. LA, what's up?
Alright. Boy, East Coast got shit to say, but we know that. Show the West Coast love.
Yes, sir. Much love to the West Coast. Troy Noka, make some noise for Troy Noka, and happy birthday to my brother. Thanks for having me, y'all.